tonight, I'm going to send you a little sheet that's got, what I'd like for us to talk about is there's different sections here that talk about, in this same chapter 5, wherever he says, starting in verse 21 there, and I got these on this thing I'm going to send to you in the email. In verse 21 it says, "You have heard that it was said by them of old time." So there's that. Then from verse 21 through 26, he's talking about murder, and he's talking about anger in verses 21 through 26. And in verses 27 through 30, he's talking about adultery. And then in verse 31, because he says, but you have heard that it was said by them of old time. And he always prefaces these sections with, but I say to you, you've heard that it was said in old times. He didn't say you've heard that it was written in old times. He said you've heard that it was said. So he's not correcting the Old Testament scriptures. He's correcting the teachers of the law who were not correctly relaying this information to the people. So in these sections, you've got anger and murder there in the first one. You've got adultery and adultery of the heart. In the second one, that's verses 27 through 30. And then you've got divorce from verse 31. It has been said, but I say to you. So verse 31 through and 32 is talking about divorce. And then starting with verse 33, he's talking about oaths. Again, you've heard it has been said in verse 33. So verse 33, and I'm going to send all this. You don't have to write this down. I've got all this in a rough outline that you can pick one or two of these to tell us about. That's it. Just pick one or two of them. There's oaths. There's an eye for an eye. Love for your enemies. There's like 6 of these, and they're all prefaced with, it has been said, with, but I say to you. So wherever you see that I say to you, let's talk about that.
Amen.
So pick one or two of them. And that will pretty almost round out chapter 5 as far as really getting in and looking. Not that we've exhausted it, I'm not saying that, but I just felt like this is such a pivotal sermon here. That we needed to really spend some time on this. Especially people that really want to be disciples, honestly want to be disciples of Jesus. So, thank you all for your time. It's 10 till 1. Actually, it's 10 till 12.
Oh, yeah.
I look at that clock and think, man, I'm really going over. And I thought, no. The clock hasn't changed yet, so. Let's all stand together and pray.